Welcome back, everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here for this explainer. Today, we're tackling a question that, honestly, almost every single AI user wrestles with at some point. How on earth do you choose the right ChatGPT CODEX subscription? So we have a really clear goal for this session. By the time we wrap up, you're going to know exactly how to zero in on the absolute best subscription tier for your specific needs. And most importantly, we're going to make sure you stop wasting your hard-earned money. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this by addressing the elephant in the room. I know a lot of you out there have this lingering anxiety about picking the wrong plan and just bleeding money every single month on features you didn't even know existed. With all the different subscription options available right now, it's not always obvious which one actually gives you the best bang for your buck. You look at that massive list of features and think, wait, do I literally need all of that? And that brings us to the harsh reality of the subscription dilemma. You're basically walking a tightrope here. On one side, you go for a plan that's just too big, and you end up paying a hefty premium for advanced features and massive capacities that you rarely, if ever, even touch. But then, on the flip side, you try to save a few bucks, and boom, you hit those incredibly frustrating AI usage limits right in the middle of a critical project. And it's usually right when Codex is typing out the absolute most important line of code. It's a super tricky balance to strike. Which leads us to part one, the 4 subscription tiers. And this brilliantly illustrates the current landscape of Codex subscriptions. We've got 4 distinct tiers: Free, Go, Plus, and Pro. So let's break these down. The free plan, that's your starting line. If you're just jumping in occasionally to write some emails, summarize docs, or do really simple Codex tasks, this is perfect. Then we step up to the Go version. This one is tailored for those of you who need AI just a bit more often. Think university students, hobbyist coders, or maybe researchers doing light weekly analysis. It gives you more reliable access but keeps the costs nice and low. Next up is Plus, and this is aimed squarely at professionals. If you're coding literally every single day, crunching research data, or using Codex heavily for automation, Plus gives you a massive jump in usage and performance. Honestly, for the vast majority of daily users, Plus hits the absolute sweet spot between price and productivity. But what if you need more? Let's talk about the absolute highest tier, the Pro plan. I want to highlight this one separately because Pro is exclusively built for heavy-duty power users. We're talking software developers, data scientists, bioinformaticians, AI engineers, and entire businesses running incredibly complex workflows day in and day out. If your day involves asking Codex to analyze massive GitHub repositories, debug thousands of lines of code, or run heavy, multi-step bioinformatics pipelines, Pro is absolutely the tier for you. No question.
Moving on to Section 2, low versus high Codex usage.
Now, let's actually shift our focus away from job titles for a second. Because it's not really about what's on your business card, it's about the hidden variable of what you're actually asking the AI to do on a daily basis. To grasp this, we just need to briefly define computational power. Put simply, this is the amount of AI resources consumed when Codex executes a specific task. See, not all users burn through resources at the same rate. This is exactly why some workflows will just chew through your available Codex quota in a flash, while others barely even make a dent. So the crucial point here is understanding the vast, and I mean vast, difference between low and high usage tasks. Look at the low usage tasks over on the left: correcting grammar, whipping up an email, writing simple little scripts, or asking basic programming questions. Those consume relatively little computational power. But compare that to the right side. High usage tasks are things like building entire software applications from scratch, parsing full GitHub repos, or processing multiple massive datasets all at once. Those requests demand substantially more AI computation. If you're living over on the right side, your Codex quota is going to vanish way, way faster than if you're hanging out on the left. All right, let's pivot to Section 3, budget and flexible alternatives. Now, you might be wondering, what if you fall somewhere in the middle? Or what if your budget is just a bit tight right now? Don't stress. I actually want you to actively reflect on this question for a moment. Do you perform intensive projects every single month of the year? Like, are you hammering Codex every day? Or does your workload actually fluctuate? Maybe you have this massive, intensive research project in the spring, but by summer things are totally dead. Is your work highly time-sensitive some months, but super relaxed in others? If that sounds like you, here is a really clever, flexible playbook to handle those ups and downs. Because if your workload varies, you absolutely do not need to pay for the highest subscription all year round. Here's the secret to slashing your annual costs. Step 1. Just use the free or Go plan during your quiet periods. Step 2, upgrade to Plus or Pro only, and I mean only, when you're actively grinding on major projects or heavy software development. And Step 3, downgrade right back down the minute that intensive work is wrapped up. This flexible approach gives you maximum firepower exactly when it matters, without bleeding your wallet dry the rest of the year. And that brings us to our final section, choosing your perfect plan. So we've covered the tiers, the hidden computational demands, and some pretty clever budgeting strategies. Now, let's bring this explainer in for a landing so you can make your final decision with total confidence. I really want to emphasize this core philosophy right here. Match your subscription to your actual workload rather than choosing based on specifications alone. Honestly, it is so incredibly easy to get distracted by shiny new features and massive usage limits. But remember, if budget is a concern, do not just automatically subscribe to the most expensive plan. Yes, Plus provides the best overall balance for the vast majority of professionals, and Pro is amazing for those true power users, but you should only pick the tier that actually aligns with the computational power you need today. And please, rest assured on this one key fact: you are never locked in forever. As your workload grows, you can always upgrade later. Actually, scratch that. It's not just fine, it's often the smartest move to start small. Let your codex needs evolve naturally and just bump up your subscription as your day-to-day demands increase. So, I'll leave you with this final, kind of provocative thought. As your workload evolves, will your AI actually be able to keep up? Choosing the right plan right now ensures that it absolutely will. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure you join us for our next explainer. We're going to dive even deeper and uncover exactly how those codex usage quotas are calculated behind the scenes, why the limits are based on weekly quotas, and some incredibly practical strategies to maximize every drop of your available usage. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy exploring.